What's up, people? Dobbs Rules is right here. Well, finally, welcome to episode 4 of the movie clashes. Well, this is not really going to be a movie clash, but you can maybe put it there if you want to, because all three of these have been in movies, I hope. But this is going to be like a comedian clash now, against my actually personal favourite 3 comedians in the whole entire world. It's the clash between Peter Kay, Lee Evans, and Chubby Brown. I'm really, really do like all 3 of them at the same points, but I might as well take you to a great road and see which ones are actually different and say which ones are actually the best for any gen. So let's start off with Lee Evans. Lee Evans. What can I say about him? He's a ridiculously funny comedian in the world, I think. But some of his stuff is really I actually full on understand. He's mostly my generation for all of us. So literally, the generation for Lee Evans, just to say now, he's around about in the teenagers, around about age 13s to probably the age 17s, probably a bit lower. Because he mostly is tied to that age rating. He's really that kind of funny person like that. What can I really say about him? He's in his movies. He's done so many movies now. He did my personal favourite comedy film that he's ever went in, which was Mousetrap, which was so funny, and it was funny in that. She was like that, just as he is in his comedian acts. Sadly, I cannot say any of his jokes because it's copyright. I'm not allowed to do it. I know that. So anyway, nobody cannot do it. I'm sure they can't. But I'm being safe. I'm not doing it. But I can still show you these songs that he's done. But I have his 3 modern films right here. You got his Big from the O2. You got XL. And you got the his modern one that came out last year, which was the Roadrunner, live in the O2 again. And all 3 of them are really are funny, and you can tell how old they got, because that one was intrigued with what's happened now, and the other 2 was just talking about modern days. Well, comedian Lee Evans as a comedian is really good as him. An actor, bit better, but not more. He's alright. I prefer him as a comedian not than an actor. To tie it with his singing. Actually, I think he's actually a really good singer. Just to say that now. Have a listen to him. See what I mean? He's a pretty good singer, I think. And just to say to you now, what's my personal favourite of his comedian act was actually one of his old ones, actually. Just to find it. It's live in Scotland. And it's right here. Scotland, that one. That one is really funny. I think that was his best one he's ever done in Scotland. It was so funny. I think it was personal best he's ever done. The lows of him though, he says some of his jokes a bit too many. Like most of his acts are like has like 1, 2, maybe 3 gags that's been nearly in all of them, all of his comedy acts, which needs to stop now because nobody doesn't want to listen to your old act again. They want to listen to some new, like does everybody do. So Lee Evans or any of the other comedian acts, please don't do any of your old acts again, man. Everybody's seen them on DVD. They can listen to them and have a laugh. Do some new ones. Be more funnier. But See you guys in a bit, because literally, what do I say about Lee Evans in the rating from 1 to 10? I understand him. I give him an 8. That's right, an 8. It's pretty high. But overall, he's a really good one. But it's really tough to think about him because he's like, people do not know about him a lot as a comedian. Mostly know him as an actor. But anyway, let's move on to the next person really quick. Let's go to Peter Kay. Peter Kay is literally, I literally, when I was a kid, I always listened to his acts. I always watched his TV show, mostly known as The Phoenix Nights and Max and Paddy Road to Nowhere. But mostly his comedy act is way, way better. It's so funny. First one he ever did, I think it was Peter Kay in the Blackpool Tower. So funny. I understood every single joke he ever done. He did it with old classic parts with new modern stuff. And when he went to his hometown at Bolton Albert Halls, so good, very funny. His disco part in it, I can't tell you any of his jokes still, but his disco part, if you watch it, it's so funny. Him doing YMCA and doing all them kind of songs. And then last year, when he did Peter Kay, the tour that didn't tour. Oh my god, that was so funny. His last songs, which was doing Eye of the Tiger, Whatever We Want, and Freddie Mercury's song of We Are the Champions, his versions of them were so funny and good. And his jokes were funny as hell. They were way better than the two that he did before. And hopefully he comes back again and does another tour, because literally if he does, I am buying a ticket and going to see it, because that was so funny when I watched it on DVD. What's his highs? Definitely that was his high, and plus being in TV shows of Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere and Phoenix Nights. Probably I think he was in a film, I do not remember fully. If he was, please tell me in the comments below. But his lows, I would say, was his personas. Yes, he had great personas as being Brian Potter, Max, and himself. But the worst ones he's ever done was the woman who won that Britain's Got the Pop Factor, where it was. That was terrible. I did not like that. And being Keith Lard, that was terrible. I did not like that one bit. Well, actually, just to say, all of the characters in this show, except for Max and Brian Potter, they were all terrible except for them two. They were not good. But being an actor as well, because I know he was in Coronation Street. He was an actor in Coronation Street until he left. He was actually pretty good. Funny, but not interesting. He weren't interesting one bit. But anyway, just put him down on a rating. Actually, he goes over Lee Evans. He goes to around about a 9. Probably almost a 10, but not. Anyway, literally, and sadly, if I would have extended these parts of them, because I would have said a few jokes, but I cannot, because I do not want to get blamed for copyright. Anyway, see you guys for the next and final comedian, Chubby Brown. First off, I want to say sorry for the music that you can hear. Yes, it's a Christmas version. I cannot get any of his other songs. Why? They don't have them on MP3 scope. So yeah, this is Hey Santa Claus, Where's My Fucking Bike? But anyway, let's get on to it. Roy Chubby Brown is the most racist comedian, most dirtiest comedian in the world. If Bernard Manning was still alive, Chubby Brown wouldn't be. It'd be Bernard Manning. But I'm not talking about him. Roy Chubby Brown is sick. He's disgusting. He's mostly pronounced that he's been the most racist person in his life, but I say he hasn't. I think it's just him as a persona. Overall, he did 2 new films, which this one was in, I think, 2011, which is called Pussy and Meatballs. And his new one that came out last year, which is The Front Page Boobs, Read All About It, Live. This one was not that good, just to say. It was a tiny bit funny, but his gags weren't that hilarious. Most of them I did not understand. This one understood properly, but pretty funny, but not the best. I say that one is the best, big bad taste. Plus this one, because this one was mostly involved with more music. Roy Jury Brown, Dirty Weekend in Blackpool. They both prefer to be this one mostly a musical thing, and this one mostly a dirty comedic act. His songs are very creative because he mostly does all of his songs by scratch, and he makes them up on the dot. He does all instrumental, but mostly he plays on the piano. Chubby Brown, well, what can I say about him? What can I say about him? Well, he's a dirty bastard. And you can easily tell that with his bloody music that he made. The UFO movie, Roy Jury Brown. Oh my god, that is funny. It was so funny, it was too dirty, well, not too dirty, it was just right for me, because I'm a dirty bastard myself. So literally, if you guys literally go to the shops and if you buy this, or easily find it on your own, get it and watch it, because it is so funny. You might not like it, but I actually adore it. It was so funny. And remember, Chubby Brown is Chubby Brown. He's a fast bastard, just like me. And yeah, what's his best things he ever done? Because he's this comedy acts. His lows are his modern acts. His old acts were the best because I understood them a bit. New ones, not very good. Did not like it. He started going down when he ended up with this Pussy and Meatballs. But overall, definitely go to the car boots, grab a mixtape, or try and find a DVD of it. Buy it, watch it, and see what you like about it. Get the cheap ones though, if you're not sure about it. Or is he try and see it on YouTube? You might find one. I'm sure they have one out of Dirty Weekend in Blackpool and one in Australia. But yeah, definitely go and watch it because it's really, really funny. But to me, I'm not dirty-minded as well. I had to give it a 9 as well. So it's literally tied between PK and Chubby Brown. So let's go over it with them two. Because now, Lee Evans has actually lost. He's not my personal favourite. Let's find out.